Hey everyone, it's Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations, and this is my first ever playthrough of Trials and Tribulations. Hopefully now we'll get to talk to Ron, of course, because he is a very rare case of a person who was found innocent and within seconds was arrested once again for a different crime altogether. October 13, Detention Center Visitors Room.
Ah, Mr. Wright.
Mr. Delight. Did they finish their interrogation?
Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore.
Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you?
Well, you see...
On the same night that the sacred urn was stolen from Lord Lee Taylor department store, a blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then, that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. I can't get over Kane Bullard's design, it's so good. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. It really does this time, Ron. Like, it really does. Like, it truly does.
Okay.
So let's talk about it. I'm not angry. Phoenix made me angry. I'm not angry. I can't be angry at my Ronnie. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Master Mask?
Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday?
That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, I'm starting to get irritating. But
listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we?
Yeah, it was him. It was Atomy. We think. Quote unquote, we think.
Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn.
After all, you were at KB Security at the time. So then the person dressed up as Master Mask in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atomy. So the night of the crime. Oh, I love your smile, Ronnie. So, that night, you didn't go to Lord E. Taylor, you went to KB Security, right?
Yes, I went to KB Security at the time. The blackmail note said I should.
Alright, what happened next?
Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the key card to unlock the door.
That's probably when he dropped his wallet, for sure, yeah. Okay, we're gonna get some information here, great.
When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there.
Someone? Wait, what? That was was that Atomy's silhouette? What was that? No. Wait.
Then suddenly they bashed me over the head.
Bam, wait, what is happening? Was it Kane Bullard that hit you?
I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless.
Oh no, yeah.
The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body.
So that's why you put him in the safe?
Yes.
That's right, that's still a crime. Like, you're still gonna get in real big trouble for that.
I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it.
Okay, and what did you do after that?
Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick.
All of a sudden, Mr. Delight's sign kind of sounds like a murderer to me. Please don't say that. Yeah, like, every piece of evidence is pointing towards him being the murderer. Every piece of evidence. It's not even like a little piece. It's not even like, oh, he might be. Every piece of evidence is pointing towards him.
Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB Security? How did you... I'm begging you, please, don't tell Desi.
I skipped the last part. Apologies, guys. Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet.
Phew. Thank goodness. No, but I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually.
Why have you been hiding from her anyway?
Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal. A thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage will be over. I think she's more understanding than you know. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief, at least. That's what I thought anyway.
So we became master for Desiree, huh? So I'm wondering, like after like talking to like him, we have like all this stuff here like that, but we can probably present like the blackmail letter as well to him. So this was the blackmail letter written by KB Security CO Kane Bullard.
I think so, probably. You can only get into the CEO's office if you have a key card.
And the blackmail letter said to meet at KB Security. Guess no one other than Mr. Bullard could have written the letter then. So we have like that there. Has that changed anything? No, it has not changed anything. Can we present anything else? Or maybe we're like, we could just be done here. We could just be done here. Actually, no. Remember, I thought this was Ron.
Hey, this is not about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But Master Mask, he must have gotten away. Oh, sorry, Master Mask, he must have gone away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right. He got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform.
So it is him! That's cool. That's really cool that they can like have such defined characters that we can even notice them through a silhouette even, you know, with the hair in the back. Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo. Is it you, Mr. Delight?
That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself.
Nice and easy to figure out. Even pros could see through that in a heartbeat. About the first heist, guard in photo is Ron Delight. Yes, we kind of assumed that would be it.
But as you might expect, Detective Anime found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective.
Detective Annie found Master Mask's disguise? That's interesting. It is very interesting.
Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him.
So that's it. That's when Anime got his hands on this.
Thanks to that, I got my chance to remake my costume.
That must have been really time consuming, huh?
Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters.
Blackmail letters?
You got them starting when?
Tell me more now. Oh, he's he's so distressed. I'll just show the judge a picture of Ron in the court and it'll be okay.
Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up.
So I guess now we can talk to him about the blackmail letter. Yes, great. Oh, the music. It gets me in the mood to solve like crimes all the time. This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got?
No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location.
So did you start receiving blackmail letters after the incident?
Yes, just a few days after the Tier of Amenon heist. That first letter, it said, "I know you did it."
So someone found out about your true identity? Just like that?
It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give it up. So give up. It went on to say, so in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all the trouble to steal.
Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up?
Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box, the letter specified, someone sent me
$10,000. No one said anything about being worried, you know.
Wait, what?
After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Wait. So he was blackmailed into doing these crimes? Is that what he's saying? Is he actually the Master Mask then? Plans? Heist plans. Okay, it's up here. Great. What are these plans you're talking about?
They were instructions on how to steal a crown, or painting, or some other rare treasure. They showed the security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods.
So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you?
No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person, incredibly detailed plans.
It sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person who was blackmailing him. So Ron Delight was Master Mask after all, but someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail.
I don't... All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Could you try not to look so gleeful about it? He likes being a freaking a thief. He likes it. So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you told me the truth? Yes. But please don't tell Desi, okay? Ron's testimony added to the core. From the mass second heist, he was stealing as directed by blackmail letters. Wow. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes. But please don't.
I would never hurt you. Hug you maybe, hurt you, no.
Mr. Kane Bullard, you swear it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. I can never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. That's still pretty bad. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday.
So he didn't even get arrested, he turned himself in.
Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right?
Oh, yes. Now we understand. So it's not just an obsession. He just wanted to have an alibi for this. If he was convicted of robbery, he'd get out in a few years. But, like, murder's a whole different story. Wow, Ron. I see now. I definitely see now.
I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight.
I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. Mystic Maya? Hey! Oh, it's Pearl! Hey! We missed you! I'm back. Pearl, we have to take... No. We have to take Pearl around our whole journey again. Because she's going to have some funny stuff to say. We got to show her the buzzer. We got to show her the gumshoe. We got to show her butts. We got to go back to the exhibit again. We're going on a whole world tour, Pearl. Let's go. Hey, Pearl, so what have you been up to this whole time?
The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Crane Village to have it examined.
How did you get into this room? I guess like she was like, I'm with Phoenix, and they were like, whatever, go in. and what did you find?
Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn.
Phew, that's a relief. I was really worried.
But there's one small problem.
Pearl getting serious is not something that I need. The problem?
These cute little pink splotches, they said it's paint. And they said they were put on the urn recently.
Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yeah, Mr. Nick, we got to find out how they got there.
Okay. We'll go find out how they got there.
Please don't forget about me.
Oh, Ron, we won't. We really won't. We'll try and help as much as we can, okay? Found in Anatomy's office, covered in pink splotches, but it's the genuine article. Hey. What did the pig say to the other honest pig? You're the genuine swine article. Okay, let's go, guys. Where are we gonna go next? Oh, I guess we'll go. I know we're going next. I know we're going next for sure. Because, well, it makes sense because we got to... Right? Because we want to find out where the pink paint splotches are. We know where they are, which is in the basement warehouse. Yeah. October 13, Lordy Taylor basement warehouse. By the way, that joke is not my joke. It came from a Kyle Bosman stand-up routine where they made him do stand-up for 10 minutes and he just got the worst puns he could find, like, ever. Like, about bees eating cookies, and they're like, that's the way the cookie bumbles. Like, it's supposed to be very, very bad.
Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you.
Hello there. The straight face on Pearl.
I haven't seen you around lately.
What have you been up to?
Well, actually, I was having this urn examined.
Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here.
Maybe. Nick, let's look around one more time.
So we have to examine this place one more time. So of course the box is the first thing, like right away. This box, there's something about it that's bothering me. That's the box the sacred urn was in.
It looks like there's some pink paint on it too.
And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn. I think I know how the paint got on it now.
All right, let's investigate again, Nick.
Okay, I didn't get to read that right like out loud, but I'll read it out. I was reading it to myself there for a second. Wow, there's a lot of evidence this time. Let's read this. So it's a wooden box that had the sacred urn in it, has pink stains on it. I will always read out everything I can because, again, like I always say, some people are eating lunch when they're watching my videos, some people are doing homework when they watch my videos, some people are like painting when they're watching, some people are playing games and they have it on the background when they're grinding. It's always better to make sure that they know everything that's happening on the screen so they don't even have to look over at times, you know? It's always good. At least that's why I see it. So if we're looking for the paint, then we're looking over, yeah, here it is. Here it is right here. It makes sense that they'd have paint here though, because it is an exhibit they're trying to get up and running, you know? It looks like to me it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about the paint mark. The bottom left part of it's shaped oddly and it's shocking pink. Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is... Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's this is it. Yep. That's the box Sacred Urn was in. If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well. Wow, you're right. Look, it matches. What is it, Mr. Nick? This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. Really, Phoenix? Paint marks added to the coat record. Completely dry. The box of the sacred urn fits in the gap perfectly. Oh my god, maybe. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on one second. I think it's all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. Hold on just a second. Okay, maybe, again, it could be one of those things where, like, I get it slightly wrong or I get it completely wrong. That, like, happens quite a bit. We need to find out what the Sacred Urn is from. We have some information for Adrian Andrews now, by the way, which is going to work out well for us. But let's first try and talk through this the best I can. I'm not saying I'm going to be great at it, but let's try our best. Okay, so first of all, this shape here. The biggest thing I want to talk about here is the photo of the crime scene. This wasn't done by Mask the Mask himself. The shape is already there as he's stealing it. So this happened beforehand, which means that Adrian Andrews would have had to have done something with it before Mask the Mask even got his, or Atomy, as we can see here, even got his hands on it. Right? We have kind of like a few things here as well. Like we have the treasure exhibit photo, which again, the photo here, which I like is I Am. But as we know now, the urn itself now says Amy, which means someone tried to fix it. And since the paint got on it before Mask the Mask even touched it, someone fixed it when they were here. And that person must have been Adrian Andrews. Am I hot or cold? Scream at me now. Scream at the screen. If someone tells you to be quiet, just say, someone told me to do it, okay? Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. I'm thinking that maybe this might be a little bit enough. Excuse me, Miss Andrews. I have something. Oh my god. This feels good. I feel like we've gotten it right. I feel like we have a good idea of what's happening. We might have some stuff wrong, but that's my thought process right now. The Sacred Urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? By the way, like, I've had so much practice for Phoenix Wright. I played both Judgment, which is a detective game. I replayed it this year, and also played the Famicom Detective Club, both games. So like this year I've already been playing like 3 detective games. So I'm like really getting into this genre, and it's probably because of Phoenix Wright in general, probably. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court date, it's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's wait, it's a different urn? Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. We got it. You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. But we got it appraised, didn't we? Do you have any evidence that the urn was submitted was do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted to the trial was genuine? Well, we know that this is legit. Yeah, it's a genuine article. She got it sent off to be appraised. So Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. By the way, I don't think Adrian Andrews is doing this to impede us, like, intentionally. I think she's just scared. I don't think she's the type of person that would do that anymore. Pearls went back to Crane Village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how. What she discovered was the urn had been broken again. Did you say again, so it landed in the paint splotches? Yes, it was broken once a year ago. And now it looks like the same thing happened. And quite recently too. Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? Do you know? Why do I think it was broken recently? Should we look at this earlier? We looked at this earlier. We were talking about this. This photo. It's completely different. And we found, and my thought process is still that it was broken before Adamy ever got his hands on it. This poster. It was made recently, right? Poster? Ah, the poster for the exhibit. At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said, I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says, Amy. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. I am... What does it even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. That was a mistake. Now tell the truth. Wait. 4. Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. It must have been on one of the people at the photo shoot. No. They probably dropped it. I'm sure there's probably... No. The paint is a big giveaway here. It looks like she's not going to give up the last Cyclops so easily. Do you have any proof that the urn was broken here, Lordy Taylor? I do, and I think it's probably something to do with the paint splotches, right? Completely dry, the box of sacred urn fits in the gap perfectly. Right? The reason I think it's this is because we know that it landed in this. It's either this or this, but I feel like this is the answer to, this is the why, this is the how. You know what I mean? This is how it happened. And we're looking like, this is how it was broken in Lordy Taylor, because you dropped it. You dropped the box. Man, I do like that they, like, while these things can be very fun, they do give you really good hints for this, right? Like, the character who's talking to you almost spells it out for you. Do you have any proof that it was broken here? Paint splotches? You know? But it's still fun to figure it out as well. Well, Miss Andrews? What is this supposed to mean? There's pink paint all over this urn. There is indeed. There is indeed. I was just checking if the recording was still recording, guys. It went off the screen. And so my biggest worry is that if I lose a recording session in this game. And there was pink paint all over the floor of the walls of the basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken here. You can't weasel your way out of this one, Miss Andrews. I just don't like seeing Miss Andrews be upset. That's the only thing, you know? But she's been through so much, you know? She's trying to make her escape. But you can get pink on paint anywhere. Well, there's none of it in my office, that's for sure. Well, there is in my room. Liar. Anyway, the paint on the urn and the paint on the floor. There's no proof that it's the same paint. Come on. This is getting ridiculous. The proof linking the paint on the urn to the paint on the floor is the box. Like we said. I like canon-wise, like he's in this room, Phoenix, with this girl, like it's a small room, and she's like, "You have no proof. Take it!" This box. The urn was stored in this, right? Yes, that's right. Well, there's pink paint on this box as well. Ah. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. The paint on the floor has an odd shape and print in it, doesn't it? Yes. If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. Now just tell us, just tell us what happened. Just tell us what happened. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn. boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher. That's the vibes I was getting from myself too. That's the only reason I was kind of like upset that she was getting upset.
I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did.
Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly?
No, not at all. I know just how she feels.
Yeah, she does. She for sure does.
It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken, on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box.
Oh man, oh no, I hate dropping anything that could be valuable.
When I tripped on the paint can and lost my balance, the box I was carrying crashed into the ground. I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop.
I wonder how we're going to relate this to the case though.
Fearing the worst, I opened the lid and the box, and that's when it happened.
Oh, she dropped it out there, okay.
The broken piece of urn fell on the box and launched right into the paint.
That's how the paint splotches got on it as well.
I was in shock. I let out a huge scream. I can totally see how that could have happened.
Like, again, like I said, the reason why like I care about Adrian Andrews so much is because she's made so much progress. When we first met her, like, everything had to be perfect. And I can see now her first major job, I suppose, since what happened months ago. I can totally see why she would be very upset and, like, so sad that something like this would happen. Because, like, it's like... you don't want her to revert back to her old ways. You want her to stay open and stay herself.
I can totally see how that could have happened.
Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands.
Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Crane Village. So I tried as hard as I could to fix it, but fortunately the shards are pretty big.
And that's when the I am changed to Amy. I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing would assume it said Amy. No, don't do it. Don't do this to Pearls. No, don't you dare. Take it back. Okay, no. Everyone hug. No. This breaks my heart. I hate seeing Pearls sad in any way, shape, or form. Oh, Pearls. Get her something after this. Buy her something. Buy her something and make her feel good. Okay? Stop showing me Pearls crying, okay? Stop it. I don't want to see it. It's freaking sad. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Yeah, she's little though. She's little. And she didn't grow up in like a big city where she's in this big school either. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since. Outside, we're fighting. You upset Pearls. Sacred Urn updated in the court record. Broken and repaired by Adrian 2 weeks ago and then replaced in its box. Kept out of sight. I don't want Pearls to feel like she's useless in any way. She's helped out so much. And she helps with morale too. But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used a golden statue to cover it. Oh yeah, we remember it was moved over it. The Amy face statue, aha. So this statue is actually like pretty important too, right? The first time we came down here, it was on the night of the sacred urn was stolen.
But, Mr. Nick,
there was no paint marks on the walls or floor of the warehouse when we were here. Yeah, it was covering it up. But also, yeah. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that the statue would have been a perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see, now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. Come on, Pearl, Detective Pearl. What is it, Pearl?
The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. And that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible.
She's right about that. So someone moved it. Well, Miss Andrews?
Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again?
Well, then who was it? Who would have done it and why? That is a weird situation. On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. Then the next day, it was moved. But why? Carried into the basement warehouse on the day of the crime, moved again that night. That is very strange. Because what would be the purpose? It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case. Okay, we have it then.
Why? Why do you think so, Nick?
Because that night, the real thief, Ron Delight, was at KB Security. So why did another Mastermass show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to the one undeniable fact.
One undeniable fact.
The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that the thief is going to be making another appearance. That is a good... It's not a cliffhanger because we're not ending the episode yet, but that is a really good cliffhanger for like this part of the game at least. Yeah, let's save the game. Sure. Great. Really great. And here we go. We're back at the court office. October 14th, 9:41 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4. Hey Nick. What is it this time? You won't believe how many people are here for the trial. Well, it is a murder case. What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door. Wait, what? What do you mean next door? Why don't you know this, Nick? They're having a Detective Adamy's trial. Oh, wow, okay. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. His trial will be going on at the same time. Detective Adamy, but he's gonna have to be a witness in our trial as well, though. Right? They say that they're going to try him as Master Mask. Already? That was fast. Boy, I'd love to see Master Mask's trial. I know. By the way, where's Pearls? She went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore. Oh, she's gone back home? I know you don't like me. Who is this? Who is this? Pearls has really gotten into her training lately, but, I miss Pearls when she's not around, though. I hope we get to see her again. Yeah, ever since that incident last year. Oh, it was Ron. Of course it was Ron. The thing is about Ron is like him thinking we don't like him. Like, you guys know I like him a lot. I think he's great. You know? So I don't know where he's getting this from. At least I don't know where he's getting from. I hope Pearls is okay, though.
Please don't ignore me. Oh, Mr. Delight, good morning. No one likes me. No one would notice me even if I kill someone. Come on, don't be silly.
Wait a sec. You don't mean you're the murderer?
No, I'm just a poor thief. No, wait, that's not right. A thief can't really be poor.
They can. They for sure can. Now let's see, according to Mr. Delight, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending to him to help him commit these heists. Do you really think that there is a connection between the thief and the murder, Nick? It's possible, but today's trial is a race against the clock.
Huh? How come? Let's take our time like always.
I'm afraid that's not an option. October 14, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 6. I will say though, guys, I think whoever was sending the blackmail letters to him is also the person that was giving him his orders. I think that's probably clear to see at this point. Oh well, it's Godot. It's Coffee Boy. I'm more of a tea man myself. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. It's Delight, Your Honor.
Oh, very well. Where'd you find that out?
The defense is ready, Your Honor. You're ready? Preparation's the last refuge of the week. No, it's not. It's like such a good idea to prepare for things.
Okay, settle down, everyone. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godot.
Oh, he's got the judge in the palm of his hands yet again. Ron Delight is simply too young to be sent to war. That's all. What are you talking about?
I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Godot.
Then you need to get out more, Your Honor. Life is war. But that is exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right?
Yes, well then, let me briefly summarize the details of this case.
Wow, the judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change.
The victim is Kane Bullard, CEO of KB Security. Very good design. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th. However, at the time of death was estimated as 1 a.m. the previous day.
And that's when our little lost kitten dropped the ball.
That little lost kitten,
Oh, sorry, I thought it was him saying that.
You're talking about me, little lost kitten?
That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant.
Very well then, Mr. Godot. Please call your first witness.
No, already? Oh, he's smelling the coffee, okay. I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during Are you okay? Are you going to die? But the first one is always the best.
Mr. Godot, your witness.
Okay then, let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, has to say for himself.
The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? It may be a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but...
I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. That's really cool that he remembers that. It's really cool that he's thinking back to what happened with Mia as well. That's really cool. She put a lot of trust in me back then. Yep. You put trust in your client, my friend. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify. You've got guts, Trites.
Alright then, Mr. Ron Delight, please take the stand.
Oh, what are you interrupting now? You did it, didn't you? No, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't do it. F this guy. You didn't do it, Ron.
For a moment there, I thought we'd set the record for the shortest trial ever.
You did it. That's the cheap Wiggum style of doing things. Did you do it? Well, Mr. Delight already looks plenty guilty with that face he's making. And once he opens up his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin. We have to make sure he doesn't do that. Very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Bullard, why did you go to KB Security?
Well, that's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I could go home.
He just wants to go home. Let him go home.
Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened.
Let's hear that testimony. How can you say he's guilty? Look at his face. He's so adorable. My Ronnie. That evening around 1 a.m. I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. I'd been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. Very short statement.
1 a.m., the exact time the murder took place.
The weak get washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up. If we win, I don't know what's gonna happen, but if or when we win, I'm gonna be so happy. I'm gonna make sure that you never drink coffee ever again. I'm gonna make sure of it. You hear me? It's bitter today too. Just like my destiny. Oh, be quiet. Go away. Be quiet. You never know. You never know that from the way he's chugging it down.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please.
Here we go. And that's where we're going to end this episode here. Actually, before we end it, I want to just read through it once. That evening around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail letter I got ordered me to go there. Yes, we know this is true. I've been working at KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. There wasn't much to his testimony, was there? Sounds like he's avoiding something at least. That's what it sounds like to me. Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. We better be careful. But if we don't find a way to make him spill the beans, we'll never get closer to the truth. Yeah. So, I'm going to end the episode here. I can't really find anything totally off about his statements or his testimony. But we'll see in the next one if we can find anything. I'm going to press everything for sure. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.